What's up, YouTube? Thanks for coming to my channel. My name is One of a Kind Vlogs. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, cut on post notifications so you never miss a video. Comment down below. Now, here lately in the news, all I've been hearing is depression, depression, depression. So, I'm going to talk about it a little bit. And from what I found out, from what I done my little research on just a few minutes ago, there are types of depression. There are 6 types of depression. I'm gonna try to sum this up. One of them is major depression. The second one is persistent depression disorder. The third one is bipolar disorder. Let's see. Seasonal affective disorder, SAD. Let's see. You got postpartum disorder. Depression. I'm sorry. You got PMDD. You got sensational depression. And you got psychotic depression. I think that's how you say it. So I'm gonna go through the types of depression. And it says it's normal to feel down once in a while. But if you're sad most of the time and it affects your daily life, you may have critical depression. It's a condition you can treat with medicine, talking to a therapist, and changing to your lifestyle. These are many types of depression. Events in your life cause some, and chemical changes in your brain causes the other. Whatever the case, your first steps is to let your doctor know how you're feeling. They may refer you to a mental health specialist to help figure out the types of depressions you have. This diagnosis is important in deciding the right treatment for you. Major depression. You may hear your doctor call this major depression disorder. You might have this type if you feel depressed most of the time for most days of the week. Some other symptoms you may have are loss in interest or pleasure in your activities, weight loss or gain, trouble getting to sleep or feeling sleepy during the day, feeling restless and aggravated, or else very sluggish and slow down physical or mental, being tired without energy, feeling worthless or guilty, trouble concentrating and making decisions, thoughts of suicide. Now, they got one on here. Let's see. There is a lot going on in the world. But every time I cut the TV on, somebody then commit suicide. Somebody then over depression. And they hide it so well that you don't even know. You don't even know they're going through it. Okay. Aggravated. You feel uneasy most of the time. You may also talk a lot. Move for no reason, like fidgeted with your hands and pacing around the room. Act impulsively. Those are signs. You need to watch out. You need to watch out for them signs. Because that will let you know what's going on with them. Even out of the ordinary. You gotta pay attention, people. You gotta pay attention. Persistent depressive order. If you have depression that lasts for 2 years or longer, it's called persistent depressive disorder. This term is used to describe 2 conditions previously known as low-graded persistent depression, and chronic major depression. You may have symptoms such as changing your appetite, not eating enough or overeating, sleeping too much or too little, lack of energy or fatigue, low self-esteem, trouble concentrating or making decisions, and feeling hopeless. You may be treated with medications or a combination of one or two more. Bipolar disorder. Someone with bipolar disorder, which is also sometimes called manic depression, has mood episodes that range from extremes of high energy with an up mood to low depression period. When you're in the low phase, you'll have the symptoms of major depression. When medication can help bring your mood swings under control. Whether you're in a high or low period, your doctor may suggest a mood stabilizer such as lithium. I don't fool with that. The FDA has approved 3 medicines to treat depression phase. Okay, I'm reading a little bit as I go. Seasonal affective disorder, SAD, is the period of major depression that most often happens during the winter months when the days grow short and you get less and less sunlight. It's typical goes away in the spring and summer. If you have SAD, antidepressants can help, so can light therapy. You'll need to sit in front of a spring bright light box for about 15 to 30 minutes a day. Oh, I can do that. Cyanic depression. I think that's how I say it. Physiotic is Psychotic depression. People with that depression have the symptoms of major depression along with symptoms such as hallucinations, seeing and hearing things that aren't there, delusions, false beliefs, paranoia, wrongly believing that others are trying to harm you. A combination of antidepressants and can be treated for the depression. ECT may also be an option. Postpartum depression. Women who have major depression in the weeks and months after childbirth may have postpartum depression. Approximately 1 in 10 men also experience depression in postpartum period. Antidepressant drugs can help similarly to treat major depressions that is irrelative to childbirth. PMDD, premenstrual disorder, DYSPHORIC disorder. Women with PMDD have depression and other symptoms at the start of their period. Besides feeling depressed, you may also have mood swings, irritability, anxiety, trouble concentrating, fatigue, change in appetite and sleeping habits, feeling and being overwhelmed. Sensational depression. This isn't typically termed in depression, but you can have a depression mood when you're having trouble managing stressful events in your life, such as death in the family, a divorce, or losing your job. Your doctor may call this stress response syndrome. And a typical depression. This type is different from the persistent sadness or typical depression. It is considered to be a specifier that describes a pattern of the depressive symptoms. If you have any typical depression, a positive event can temporarily improve your mood. Other symptoms of atypical Depression includes increased appetite, sleeping more than usual, feeling of heaviness in your arms and legs, and oversensitive to criticism. Treatment-resistant depression. About one-third of people treated for depression try several treatment methods without success. If that's you, you may have treatment-resistant depression. There are many reasons your depression might be treated resistant. For example, you might have other conditions that make your depression difficult to treat. If you were diagnosed with treatment-resistant depression, your doctor might recommend some less conventional treatment options, etc. Electroconvulsive therapy is sometimes helpful in this situation. And that is all of the. Hold on, I got one more. Major depression, clinical depression. It may be difficult to work, study, sleep, eat, and enjoy friends and activities. Some people have clinical depression only once in their life, while others have it several times a lifetime. Major depression can also occur from one generation to the next in families, but often it may affect people with no family history or of the illness. It's almost like diabetes. It'll sneak up on you. Just sneaks up on you. And with that, their symptoms is fatigue or loss of energy almost every day, feeling worthless or guilty almost every day, impaired concentration, indecisiveness, insomnia, excessive sleeping almost every day, markedly diminished intent of pleasure in almost all activities nearly every day. Let's see, this symptom can be indicated by reports from significant others, restlessness or feeling slowed down, recurring thoughts of death or suicide, significant weight loss or gain, a change of more than 5% body weight in a month. Most depressions also affect about 6.7% of the U.S. population over 18, according to the National Institute of Mental Health. Overall, between 20% and 25% of adults may suffer an episode of major depression at some point during their lifetime. Major depression also affects older adults, teens, and children, but frequently goes undiagnosed and untreated in those populations. And I'm going to stop it right there because, again, well, I'm going to say this right here. It says signs of depression in men may include irritability, anger, or drug or alcohol abuse. Substance abuse can also be a cause of depression rather than the result of it. So, and that can result in the increase of illness, suicide, and homicide. I'm going to end this. And I'm going to say, pay attention to the signs. Because every day, I flipped on the TV. Somebody is just losing their life, man, over dumb stuff, man. I don't get it. It's like they talk to somebody or they haven't talked to somebody. Now, with that being said, I myself is on depression pills. The only reason why I'm on depression pills is because I said I was going to go harm somebody in their life. Not mine, but theirs. So, I've been on ever since. I'm more calmer now. I think before I react. I mean, if I get off it, I'm buck wild. I know how I am. So I decided to stay on it. And for me to get off of it, they have to wean me off it. I can't just stop taking it. They have to wean me. It's like a drug. They have to wean me off of it. So I said, forget that. Just keep me on it. Because I'm living a calm life. I'm more, I think, sometimes I forget things, but not as much. I pay attention to everything. So I'm gonna end this channel. Just a little bit about me because I tie into this. Because I didn't know I was like this. I didn't know I was heading down a dark road when I said I was going to end somebody's life. How that look? This dude, the dude I'm talking about, he has a kid, he has a mom, he has a sister. I mean, he has a whole new life. But if I hadn't have told that doctor that, I wouldn't have known that's what's going on with me. So if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. Comment down below and let me know what you think. I mean, because you may know somebody that's going through this, and if so, Google it. I went on WebMD. WebMD got everything, anything you're looking for. They give you what it is, what it can't be, what's the treatment, what can you do to fix the problem. All that's on WebMD. There's a little bit more here, but I didn't want to go. Well, I'll read this last part. This is a PS. What triggers major depression? Some common triggers or cause of major depression including loss of a loved one through death, divorce, or separation. I've been through that. Social isolation or feelings of being deprived. Never that. Major life changes, moving, graduation, job change, retirement. I've been through some of that. Physical, sexual, or emotional abuse. I've been through that. Yeah, I've been through that. Anyway, that's another story. So remember, you're too blessed to be stressed. Love and happiness at all times. Hug somebody, tell them you love them. And until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.